And we're live. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. Oh, let me put my Spotify lower because otherwise it's gonna deafen us in a little bit when it hits like the chorus of the song. So let me put this better. Okay. Surely that should be okay. I'm looking at my mixer. I think that looks fine. Yeah. Professional streamer right here. I think it looks fine. Looks fine to me. Alright, everyone. Hello everyone. Right, before I actually start the stream properly, let me just post about the stream on Instagram. Because I'm running a little late, so I didn't want to wait until everything was posted to just say hello. So I'm doing that now. I'm live for the weekly reading sprints. And there, and then a link, and paste the link and customize sticker text. Watch here, smile, done, and there you go. Beautiful. I did it. Perfect. Also, I usually do before stream, I usually do like a little list of stuff I'm supposed to, like not stuff that I'm supposed to talk, but like topics of stuff that happened during the week. Because if I don't do a list, then I'm not gonna remember anything that happened during the week, and I'm just gonna be like, nothing happened. So I forgot to do that today. I mean, not forgot, I didn't have time. So let me do that now as well. If I know where I have that list. Where is it? YouTube? Here it is. Oh, I didn't talk about these? Okay. See, I forgot to talk about some topics last week. Let me add the audio. What's it called? I don't know the name of something, but we'll just figure it out. Okay, I've put down a few topics. That's good. Good enough. Alright, everyone, let's officially start the stream. Oh, what is this? There's like some paste on my... I don't know what that is. I'm so professional. Super professional. Oh, I need to change this because I'm not reading this week. I am reading the next one, which is the Battle of the Labyrinth. So that's... I started it a few days ago, but I only read the first chapter. So that's how far along I am. Because I started this and at the same time I started Loveless by Alice Oseman, and I've just been binging that one at the moment. So yeah, and by binging I mean I read almost 100 pages, not that much. So like my binging, you know, to me, reading almost 100 pages in a week, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Let me change this picture. It should be not this Percy, this Percy. There you go. Perfect. It's red. It matches with me. I didn't do that on purpose. I didn't even realize. I'm matching. Ooh, match with your book. Match with your book challenge. This is, honestly, it's the second time this week that I have unironically accidentally matched with the cover of my book. Like today, just happened. I was wearing this the whole day and just popped this on for the stream, and then I recorded a video that's gonna come out on Monday, and for that the clothes that I put on really match with Loveless. I even took some pictures, so pictures or a video, I'm not sure anymore. I did something. You'll see it at some point, I'm sure. We'll see. Oh, I also need to change the picture that's on the other scene. Let me see if this is routed to the right place, because I did film a video on Monday and I used Streamlabs, so it might not be on the right place. Oh, it is. It is. Good. See, I said I'm professional. Very professional. Perfect. Okay. Now that that's solved. Now that that's solved. Hello. Finally, hello. How is everyone doing today? I hope you had an amazing week. I hope you took the weekend to rest and you drink water. I know there's like a heat wave going on in Europe, so if you're in Europe and your country has been affected by it, remember to stay hydrated. I don't know how to speak. Hydrated. um, luckily here, like they told us there was gonna be a heat wave that was gonna hit the UK for like 10 days straight, like every day for like 30 degrees for 10 days. Luckily it hasn't hit yet, so I'm just like, I'm trying to appreciate the temperature that we have at the moment, because it's that type of temperature that's like, it's not too cold, but it's also not super hot, in the sense that like it's sunny, and if you go out you can feel the sun, you know, and it's warm and stuff like that. But if you stay inside and you open like the door and the window and stuff, your house doesn't get super hot, so like it's bearable and it's nice. I like this type of weather. I still like when it's a little colder, so I can wear layers. I love wearing layers. I think it just makes outfits so much more interesting. You can really do that right now. I mean, you can, but you're gonna suffer a little bit. Cause I wore a jacket yesterday when I went out. And it was a light jacket, but I was going through it. Oh my god, I need to add that to the list. Something so funny happened yesterday. We're gonna talk about it after the first sprint. Oh my god. Oh. I I'm still in shock about what happened. Alright. We'll talk about it after the first sprint, because it's time. It's almost time. It's 1 minute until the first sprint starts. So, yeah, I'm gonna be reading this, as I've been saying. It's the fourth one in the Percy Jackson series, and I don't really know. I mean, yeah, I don't really know what's happening on this book yet. So, I will let you know my thoughts after the sprint that is about to start. So, everyone, it's time for the first sprint. Grab your books, grab a drink if you want, or a snack, and I will talk to you in half an hour, everyone. Have fun! Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you had a nice sprint. Oh, someone's texting me. Who's texting me? Okay. It's nothing important. Nothing important. Alright. I think Alfazal was here. If you were, hello. If you're not here anymore, goodbye. But yeah, alright. I read like 20 pages. These chapters are getting longer and longer and longer. I don't know if this was something that Rick did with all of the books, but I've noticed that all of the books up until, well, this one also, all of them so far have had 20 chapters each, but they are getting longer, which means that the chapters need to get longer for that to happen. So it just takes me a longer time to get through them. But I've read 20 pages, which is not a full chapter, but it's almost a full chapter. I only have these 2 pages to read for it to be a full chapter, and then I would have read a whole chapter. But I'll finish it on the next sprint. Thoughts on this. I don't have many thoughts yet. It's following the last book, just like all of the other books have followed the previous one, but he's still doing a thing that I don't like, and that he's done on book 2 and 3, which is he keeps recalling and like giving us a brief summary of what happened on the other books. Surely someone doesn't start a series on the 4th book, because this is a series with 5 books. Who would start the series on the 4th book? Like, it just seems like a lot. Why would he keep recapping stuff that we already know over and over? You know, it pisses me off a little bit. And I just wish he didn't. And like, I'm gonna give Harry Potter as an example, even though I don't really like giving it as an example, but I'm gonna give it as an example. And it's not like I read the books, to be fair. I haven't read the books yet. I've only watched the movies. But because of Potterless, I have somewhat of a good idea of how the books I read the books are written, because Mike Schubert went over all of the books. And from what I remember him saying, the second book recapped a little bit of the first one, and I'm not sure if the third one also recapped a little bit of the first and second, or if it stopped, or if She Who Must Not Be Named stopped recapping the series from the third one forwards. Either way, I know that she didn't recap anything on the 4th one forwards, like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Which makes a lot more sense, because like someone could be starting the series on the 2nd book. Like, that could happen. You just pick up a book randomly on the bookstore that looks interesting, and you start reading it, and then you realize it's the 2nd one. Same thing with the 3rd, although with the 3rd I would be like, are you really starting the book series on the 3rd book? I don't know. But it makes sense that she stopped recapping, because who would start the series on the 4th? And like, by then Harry Potter was already very famous, so people knew about it. They knew it was the 4th one. Like, they wouldn't just start there, right? So she stopped recapping it, and I kind of wish that he did that here as well, that he just stopped recapping stuff, because I feel like it's adding a lot of unnecessary information to this book. That I'm just like, I don't need this. I kind of just skim over it, because I'm like, I know this. I don't need to read over this again. And it's like they're still teaching us stuff as if we don't know them, as if we're still very new to the Greek mythology, like the characters and the people in the Greek mythology, because they keep recapping. For example, they were like, in Clarice, daughter of Ares, the god of war. Like, we know. we know. We know that Ares is the god of war. We know that Clarice is his daughter. We know this. Like, it just feels a little bit... Although, this is middle grade, so maybe that's why he did that. But that's like... It's my only complaint about this. About this series so far. And like that... I mean, on the last book I had the complaint that there wasn't enough downtime. Like, time for the characters just to hang out. But he kind of made up for it at the end of the book. So I wasn't too mad. So really, the only complaint I have is that he keeps recapping stuff. And like, I don't need it. I know my memory is bad, but it's not that bad. It's bad, but not so much. Like, we can chill. We can just chill. Other than that, yeah, I got no other stuff to say about the book. No, nothing else. Nothing else. Oh, let me see what I had to tell. Oh my god, I just remembered this. Oh my god, I need to show you this. Usually I don't talk about streamers that I watch too much on here. I talk about it more on my Twitch. But Tubbo, he's a streamer that I've been watching for a few years. He's a Twitch streamer. He does like gaming and stuff. Mostly known, started like his career with Minecraft and that type of thing. He's the most crazy streamer. Like, he does the most ridiculous things that I've ever seen done on Twitch. Like, he did a subathon, which a subathon is basically when you go live and when you subscribe to a streamer on Twitch. You need to pay to subscribe, so it's like different from YouTube, because on YouTube when you subscribe, that's free, and if you want to give money to the YouTuber, then you become a member of their channel, right? On Twitch is if you can become a follower, and that's free, and you can watch their stuff for free and everything. If you become a subscriber, it means you're paying them a certain amount of money. And Hillary, hello. I'm just talking about Tubbo because I'm like in awe about this guy. He's a streamer. He's a Twitch streamer, and he started his career with Minecraft. And he's crazy. He does such crazy stuff on Twitch, and every time I'm impressed, and every time I think there's no way he's gonna do something else that is going to surprise me. And I'm proven wrong every single time. Like, I usually don't talk about streamers on here. I usually talk about it on my Twitch. But I just have to tell this. And I was explaining, like, during his subathon. A subathon is when people subscribe to you. If you subscribe to a streamer on Twitch, you're giving them money. And people do these subathons, which is basically a marathon of subscribers. And every new subscriber adds a time to a timer, and that timer is how long you need to stay live for. And there's people who usually you would cap that, so you'd be like, oh, if we get to 10 days, that's the limit, we're not going past 10 days, you know, or we're not going past 48 hours or something like that. And the first streamer who did a longer subathon was Ludwig. You might have heard from him because he's also very big on YouTube, and he also moved to YouTube like a year ago or something. He did a month-long subathon. That was his cap, and I don't think he thought he was gonna reach that, but he did. So he was live non-stop for a full month. And Tubbo, which is the person I'm talking about right now, he did one of those this year. He does one every year, but this year's was crazy because he didn't really... I think his cap... Actually, I don't think he put a cap on it, which... on itself, it's already crazy, but what's funnier is like he was saying how because he didn't have as many followers as he used to have last year, like he wouldn't be that big of a subathon. I think he was live for 39 days or something like that, or 36. It was something crazy like that. So it was a long time, and keep in mind, these people, when they're doing a subathon, they are always on camera, unless they are like taking a shower or like going to the toilet, you know. That's the only time that they're not on camera. Obviously, like you can choose whether if you're sleeping you don't want to be on camera, but for Tubbo, even when he was sleeping, he was on camera. And this led to some crazy stuff because he, during that subathon, he had to, because he's from the UK, and he had to go to the USA for like a streamer award or something like that. So he literally streamed on the plane. And I don't know if he's the first streamer to ever stream literally on the air, but I've never seen it before. Like, he was just live on this plane. Like, we went through security while live, everything was live. And he did a bunch of other stuff, like a bunch of other cool things on stream. Like, he did a bunch of IRL segments where he had like his little backpack and he would stream like outside, going to like places, which on itself is already quite courageous. I don't think I would have the confidence to do that. Right? Isn't it crazy? But today, and like, this is what I'm saying, like, I didn't think I would ever get surprised with something that he's done. Like, he's done a live food contest. Like, he's done a bunch of things, like during a subathon and just during his normal streams. And I never thought I would get surprised with anything he does. But today, I tune in, like, I was on Twitch and I was just looking for a new person to see. Let me open my WhatsApp and make sure I don't leak anything. I sent it to my cousin. There you go. Yeah, so I was just like choosing who I was gonna watch because the stream I was watching had ended, and I see this title on Tubbo's stream. It says, "Live from 500 meters in the sky, First Cities Skylines 2 gameplay." And I was like, hold up, what does that mean? Is he like on a plane? Like, what is happening? Literally on the sky. I don't know whose idea this was, but this was a streamer event that took place in Germany today. And they basically put these streamers, a bunch of, I don't even know all of the people who were there. I know that Tubbo was there, I think Jack Manifold was there as well. I'm sure there was a bunch of other people, because you could hear them, like, around them, you could hear the other streamers. And they set them down on these gamer chairs with the PC setup in front of them. And they had these seatbelt that doesn't look secure at all. And they were like, I don't even know how it worked. I don't know how the chair was attached, if it was attached to a platform or like what it was, but it just went up like this. It just started rising. Like, he started on the floor and then you see him rise. You just see him rise all the way up to 500 meters on the air, and he's just playing, just gaming on the air. And I'm like, what the hell? This is ridiculous. Wait, let me go here again so I make sure I don't leak anything. Oh, here's another picture. He was leaning on his chair. He's like, I wonder if I can lean on the chair. So he just leaned on his chair. Very safe. Sounds very safe. It was just, honestly, I don't even know why I was surprised that he would be on something like this, but I never thought I would see someone, like, this was literally a streamer event. Like, who had the idea to be like, yeah, City Skylines 2 is releasing. You know what we're gonna do for promotion? We're gonna put a bunch of streamers on some chairs, and we're gonna make them play the game 500 meters in the air. That sounds like a great idea. Honestly, to be fair, whoever came up with that is a marketing genius, because who wouldn't click on that title, right? I clicked on that title. Like, I'm not a very good example because I'm a Tubbo fan. Like, I watch his streams very regularly, but I wasn't looking for a Tubbo stream. Like, I was looking for someone who was doing like art or something like that, you know, something chill that I could have on the background while I was working. But I read that title and I'm like, I have to click it. I just have to. I hope the chairs themselves were secure. Me too. I really doubt. I mean, I'm sure they did a bunch of tests on these setups they have to have done a bunch of tests and a bunch of like there's got to be a bunch of security regulations. There's a word for that. I don't remember. They would have had to do a bunch of security checks. I'm sure. Like I'm sure it had to pass a bunch of tests that made it okay, and I'm sure people tested like streamers just because surely they thought, one of the streamers is gonna want to lean on the chair, like surely, you know, surely they tested that as well. But it was still so scary to just watch because I was getting ready to just see this streamer go down, you know, just fall, and his whole family was down, like because when they were on the ground, he was asking his father to pass him like his hat. So his father, his mother, and his sister, his younger sister, were there. Imagine if someone just, if he just fell with his family. Like it would be bad already that he would fall, because you probably wouldn't end up too well from a fall like this. But it's even worse the fact that the family was there. Like I can not even imagine the trauma that would be. My god, this took a very dark turn. This was just to say it was crazy, and I was I was very surprised. That just reminded me of those memes, like, and this is why men don't live as long as long on average. Who the heck would do that, right? And like, if I was on his position and someone invited me, oh, do you want to come play City Skylines in the air? I'll be like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna pass on that one, you know. I don't think I would say yes to it. I'll be like, I don't know, man. Kind of scared of heights. I don't think I'm gonna do that. He absolutely fearless. Also, I need to show this screenshot I took to send my cousin as well because I think it's hilarious. So this is what the stream usually looked like. To be fair, he was getting distracted. He wasn't actually playing the game. He was just distracted the entire time, and they were only up there for 25 minutes, which, okay, not as bad as if they had been there for like hours. Ignore the little text that's here is in Portuguese. But this is like what it looked like. Imagine the camera was a little smaller. It had like the City Skylines game, and then the little camera. But this photo to me is so funny. This is his phone. It looks like he fell from 500 meters, but it didn't. Like this is the screen of the phone. This is the back of the phone. He's been using this phone, like he's been trying his hardest not to buy a new phone for way too long now. I remember when the screen was still attached, but the back was already like all cracked, and it was like, it's cutting my hand, oops. And he didn't change it, didn't get a new one. Like, keep in mind, he has money to get a new one. He has more than money, a lot of money to get a new one. He could buy two if he wanted. No. Absolutely not. I just thought that was funny. Anyways, I had to share that because I saw that and I was like, my god, whose idea was this? Who's like, especially sending Tubbo up there. This man is the most hyperactive person I've ever seen stream. He gets distracted so easily. He has so much energy all the time. Like he just, during his normal streams, he will just like stop doing whatever he's doing. He will turn the music up as loud as he can go, and he will just get out of his chair and start dancing. Like, I was scared. I was legitimately scared because it could have gone bad, but I'm glad everything went well. To be fair, I didn't stay there until the end because I needed to edit the video, and it was very distracting. I tried to edit with it, but it was so distracting because he would just all of a sudden he would just go like, chat, you know, we could just die any minute, you know, it's possible. And I was like, okay, thank you for reminding me. You know, thanks for that. Exactly what I wanted to hear. So I couldn't edit with it. I had to change. Oh, also, Hillary. I have a funny story. Actually, Hillary and whoever else is here, for all of the people who are watching this, remember how lately when I've been going out, I've had weird encounters with just people doing weird shit all the time? well, I went out yesterday. Something weird happened, but it wasn't. I didn't witness something weird. I was the weird, okay? I was the weird that happened. It sounds so much like a cartoon scene. Oh my god. I went out for a very nice day. Another weird story, yeah. Basically, but I'm the weird. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I went out yesterday for a very lovely day. I was filming a video that's gonna come out at some point on my channel, and I went and got McDonald's for lunch, and I sat at a park, and I got like a little drink with my McDonald's, like a little Fanta, I don't know, like a little orange drink. And I decided after eating that I was gonna go say hi to Paula, because she works in city center. So I was like, chat, people on this video, because I was filming myself. You know what would be funny? I want to go say hi to Paula. So I go and say hi to Paula. Everything's going amazing until then. I get out of her store. I'm just walking around with my little drink, because I only have the drink left. And you know, the paper straws, they get to that point where they're too mushy and you can't drink out of them anymore. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get rid of the straw and I'm gonna take off the top bit of the cup so I can drink the rest of the drink, and I can throw it in the trash. And I saw a trash can, so I was like, I'm gonna drink my little drink and I'm gonna walk at the same time to the trash can, so by the time I'm done I can just throw it in the trash, right? Like a normal person would. What happens is it's embarrassing. It just happened at the market. Like, there was so many people around, so many people just doing their own business. I get to the trash can and I had a hat on, mind you. It was part of the outfit. I had a little cap. A gush of wind just comes at full strength at me. My hat flies off my head, and I, on pure instinct, I reach to get the hat. With what hand do you think I reached? If you said the drink hand, then you would be right. I reached with my drink hand, which, remember, didn't have a lid on. So what happens is, I do this. I do this with the drink. It was like a cartoon scene. It was like from Tom and Jerry. I didn't even realize what I did until I was drenched in Fanta. I was drenched. My shirt, my jacket, my hair, even my trousers got some drink on it. Oh no. Absolutely drenched from head to toe. And I was like, okay. And I run and I get to Cap, and there's these two ladies who witnessed the whole thing. And they are looking at me, trying so hard not to laugh. So hard. They are doing such a great effort. And they are like trying to help me, but they don't know how. And I take pity on the women, and I'm like, I just start laughing. I started laughing so they know it's okay for them to laugh, because it was fucking funny. It was hilarious. But it was so embarrassing. Okay. Oh my god, it was so bad. I can't believe I'm so sad I wasn't recording. Imagine I had recorded that. That would have been hilarious. And then I did the walk of shame afterwards, because I still wanted to go to the record store. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go home. Like, what? I'm gonna go to the record store. Like, I am covered head to toe in Fanta. I smell like Fanta. My hands are kind of sticky, but who cares? I'm going to the record store. So I walk, and every time I walk past like a storefront, I'm looking like in the storefront, like going like this to see if you can tell that I am drenched in Fanta. See if you can see if you can see the wet. You know, basically, I was just going like this. I get to the record store, they didn't even have the CD I wanted. So I did all of that for nothing. I walk back home, my hair, it looks like I have gel on my hair from how like, how disgusting it is with the Fanta on it. Because it dried with the Fanta, right? So it's awful. It's so awful. I get home and I just take a shower because I'm like, oh my god, I can do this. Good for you. Didn't like that ruin your plans. Exactly, exactly. And yet, all I wanted was the Sabrina Carpenter CD. They didn't have it. I also was like, I could also go for a Conan Gray CD. They also didn't have it. So, you know, all of that and for what? Like Sabrina once said, and all of this for what? Oh my god. Hilarious. Hilarious. I don't think. And in my head, I was like, oh my god, this day is going so well. Nothing weird has happened. Absolutely nothing weird has happened. The karma. The karma heard me. He was like, nah. Nuh-uh. My god. Alright. Alright, I think with that, it's time for the next sprint. Oh my goodness. Alright. Well, I'm reading this. I'm still at the beginning of this book. I mean, I don't have any opinion yet, because it's literally, I'm on the second chapter. But yeah, let's sprint, and we'll talk more after. Alright. Alright, everyone. I will see you in half an hour. Have fun. Welcome back to the stream, everyone. I hope you had a nice sprint. Oh. Let me change to this. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Hello, Kiwi Lord. Kiwi Lord II. I hope I said your name right. Can I call you Kiwi? Hello, welcome to the stream. Also, hi to Laura, just joined. Currently working on my writing project, but if there are more sprints, I'll read in one of them too. Oh, well, thank you for joining, for saying hello. I hope you had a nice time. I hope you had some time to work on your writing project. Sadly, this was the last sprint, but I stream every Wednesday from 9 to 11 BST, 9 to 11 p.m. BST. And we do 2 sprints during every stream. So maybe you'll be able to join for another one. But I hope it helped motivate you with your writing project. If you don't mind if you're still here and you don't mind sharing what your writing project is about, I would love to know. Working on the first draft of my sapphic dark fantasy novel. My god, wrote 413 words. Amazing, good job. I'm so proud of you. That sounds incredible. When you release it, let us know. So we can go support you. I read 2 chapters of Love and Other Disasters. Ooh, hopefully I can join early next time. Yeah. I'm also thinking of doing some more. I'm not gonna talk about it on the stream because I still need to plan it. But there's gonna be other chances for longer sprints and stuff like that in the future. That's all I'm gonna say about it now. I don't want to give too much away. Alright, before I want to see the synopsis of your book, Hillary, because the cover, I saw the cover on Instagram and it looked beautiful, but I didn't read the synopsis, and you were saying that it was very nice, so I'm very curious. Let's search it. This is for the new people. This is the Goodreads section. We are gonna go, when I don't know a book, we search it on Goodreads. Love and Other Disasters. Because the cover, I really like this cover. It's so nice. Here it is. By Anita Kelly. Look at this cover though. It's so beautiful. Alright. Recently. I'm already starting on the wrong foot. Recently divorced and on the verge of bankruptcy, Dahlia Woodson is ready to reinvent herself on the popular reality competition show. Whoa, my brain. Reinvent herself on the popular reality competition show Chef Special. Too bad the first memorable move she makes is falling flat on her face, sending fish tacos flying, not quite the fresh start she was hoping for. Still, she's focused on winning until she meets someone she might want a future with more than she needs the prize money. Ooh. After announcing their pronouns on national television, London Parker has enough on their mind without worrying about a klutzy competitor stationed in front of them. They're there to prove the trolls, including a fellow contestant and their dad, wrong, and falling in love was never part of the plan. As London and Dahlia get closer, reality starts to fall away. Goodbye, guilt about divorce, anxiety about uncertain futures, and stress from transphobia. Hello, hilarious shenanigans on set, wedding crashing, and spontaneous dips into the Pacific. But as the finale draws near, Dahlia and London's steamy relationship starts to feel the heat, both in and outside the kitchen, and they might just what? My brain, my god. And they must figure out if they have the right ingredients for a happily ever after. That was a very messy reading of this synopsis. I apologize. It's getting to that time of the day where my brain just doesn't want to work anymore. But this sounds very cute. It sounds very cozy. Let us know if it's very spicy. Yeah, okay, I just saw. It's absolutely adorable. Lots of pining in the beginning. It's spicy though. I'm not a very big fan of spicy books, but you read it until the end and then you let us know what you rated it. Then I'll think about adding it to my TBR. Okay. My writing project is a fantasy project involving reincarnated lovers, adventures, and fighting off power-hungry villains. Ooh, this sounds really good as well. Oh my god. We got some talented writers on my chat today. This is incredible. Maybe you and Kiwi could talk amongst yourselves to like give tips to each other. I don't know. Cuz you're both writing fantasy. So that's really cool. When you are done with your writing project and you publish it, if you're going to publish it, also let us know so we can support you as well. This print is fun. I didn't get much writing done, but I did start reading, which is just as fun. Oh, nice! I'm glad. The book does sound really cute. It does. Watching the stream made me miss the Percy Jackson books. Oh. Yeah, this is my first time reading Percy Jackson, so I'm just dipping my toes into the series. I am very close to finishing, to be fair. I'm on the 4th book. I know there's the Heroes of Olympus, right? That comes afterwards. I'm trying to find that series. I was trying to buy it on the Works, because there's this shop in the UK called the Works, and they sell books for very, very cheap. So I got the Percy Jackson series, like the whole Percy Jackson, the whole 5 books. I think it was £10 or something like that. So I was waiting to see if they had I think it's called Heroes of Olympus, right? I hope that's right. But I'm really liking it so far. Like, the only issue I've been having with the books is that it keeps recapping the past books on every new book, and that annoys me a little bit, because I'm like, who's gonna pick up the book on the 4th of the series? Like, I don't need to learn to read over and over about stuff that I read on the other books. Like, I know these things. I know that Ares is the god of war. I know that Clarice is his daughter. I know this. I don't need to read it over and over. Other than that, I'm really liking it. I really love this. Opened my love for Greek mythology, so I'm very excited. I think it's put me on this like Greek mythology arc where I just want to read more and more about Greek mythology. I'm reading also, it's a recommendation if I'm guessing you like Percy Jackson. You might have read it already, but it's called Lore Olympus, and it's a graphic novel about Hades and Persephone, and it's the most beautiful graphic novel I've ever read. The drawings are something else, like the way the writer uses color for every single character. Like, it's very bold colors for the characters, and they're all like that one color, and then the backgrounds are like much more softer. Oh, it's beautiful. I highly recommend it. I'm all for becoming writing buddies. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. Writing buddies, yes, because that way you can like do little sprints among yourselves, and you can like motivate each other. I think that's really helpful. I haven't started that series either, but I really want to. Oh, the Heroes of Olympus. There's also I'm curious to read, because I met Nico. I don't know if I say his name right. Nico D'Angelo? I hope that's somewhat correct. We met that character on book 3, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna learn much more about it on this one, because we've already had like a little thing about him at the beginning, because I'm only just at the beginning. I'm going to chapter 4. And I think Rick wrote a book just about Nico, and I think it came out this year. It's supposedly it's queer, it's really nice, and I think he wrote it in partnership with a queer author, because he didn't want to write something that he didn't know too much about, so he collaborated with someone who knew more about it, which I think it's really awesome. We stand Rick in this house. What a king. So I'm excited to read that as well. But I don't know when I can read it, so I don't spoil anything for myself. I don't know the order of stuff. I just know that starting with Percy Jackson is a safe bet. That's about all I know. I read a big part of that on Webtoon a long time back, but I eventually stopped reading comics, but I used to really like it too. Right? It's so beautiful. I don't know if it's my artsy, geeky self coming out, but I love it so much. It makes me want to study art so much. Because, like, I have a bachelor in arts, but I don't really consider it an art degree, even though technically it is. But I have a degree in digital media, which is basically like social media, graphic design, web design, that type of thing. Like animation. We learned a bunch of stuff, like animation, photography, illustration a little bit, but it wasn't like too in depth, so I don't like to consider it arts, you know. And just looking at Lore Olympus, and I'm also reading Blue Period, which is a manga about it's like a coming of age story about a student who falls in love with art and wants to study art. Reading those two at the same time is making me want to study, like actually study art techniques and art stuff so much. It's quite a problem because I don't have time to add one more thing to my list. Yeah, like Nick's character, this makes me so nostalgic. I want to reread this. Ooh, you can join me. I mean, you might have to do a little sprint to get to where I am, but I am a slow reader, so maybe you'll have enough time. I am quite a slow reader. I'm pretty sure this is gonna take me like a month to read. I'm very slow. I don't really have much time to read during the week. These streams are usually my time when I'm like, yes, finally I can sit down with the book and read. So if you want to join me, you are more than welcome to. I've heard about a new book too, and I agree. I've been looking forward to read that, but I don't know the order either, so I don't know if I need to read Heroes of Olympus first. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my problem as well. And I heard that he's also releasing a new one for, I think it's for Heroes of Olympus. I think it's a continuation or something. So it's a mess. I will have to figure it out, and I will let you know. I will do some research into it, and I will let you know on the next stream, or whenever, if you decide to join us again. I will let you know then what I found out. Also, if any of the new people like Discord or want to join Discord, I have a Discord. I'm not forcing you to join. If you don't want to join, you don't have to, of course. But if you like Discord and you want to join, the link is on the description of this video. I basically post, I'll update you when I'm going live, what we're doing during that week, when I have new videos. I also do like announcements on there, so like if I have to cancel a stream or something like that, I will always let you know on Discord. And it's just a nice place to chat. There's a bunch of chat places. What's the actual word for this? Sorry, it is that time of the day, truly. But it has like little chat rooms, let's say. I guess it's the best word, where you can chat with other followers and me. I'm on Discord a lot, so if you want to like just ask me anything or anything like that, or if you just want to chat about books on there, that's a very good place to do it if you want to. Art is so beautiful. It's so cool to see comics like that. Yeah, I agree. Give us all the order of reading updates. Yeah, I will do that. I'd be happy to join Discord. Yay! Okay, so the Discord is on the description. I hope it's on. I think it is on the description of this video. And if there's any new Discord users, I'm gonna show you just how it works, just in case it's a little confusing, because I know that when I first started using Discord, I didn't know anything about welcome pages. I had no idea how it worked. So I'm gonna show you how it works, in case it's a little confusing for anyone that might be new or just doesn't usually go to public Discord stuff like that. So I'm gonna give you a little tour. Oh, I just saw you made it in. Welcome. Oh, I'm gonna wave to say hi. There you go. Right, let me get to this screen. So when you join Discord, you will not see these many channels. I don't remember which channels you'd see, but I know you see for sure rules. So that would be the first place you would go to. You'd go on rules, and these are the rules from my Discord. It's very normal stuff, like this is a safe for work and English only server, hate speech, discrimination, and bullying. It's not tolerated. It's just very normal things, you know. And you'll read these, and then at the end there's this little button, a little crown, and if you click on that, it will give you access to more channels, because you'll get the commoner's role, and this will give you access, I believe, to all of these in the Great Hall. I think all of those. Oh, Acrobat Reader, okay, good. And all of the roles in the Great Hall, for you to get even more in-depth channels. So if you want to get like Royal Wallflowers, which is the ones for my streams here on YouTube and my content on YouTube, then you can go to claim your role, because even if you forget about this, it says it here. So if you go and claim your role, you can press on this link. This will link to Roly Poly, where you can choose what content you want to see, basically. Let me open this on another screen just in case I leak anything. I promised my mods I wouldn't leak anything else this year. So let me let me do this without leaking anything. Make sure I don't leak anything. She's not even here today. She's on holidays. My mod. She would be upset. Because trust me, I am like the Tom Holland of streamers. I leak everything. It's bad. I don't know how people just don't leak stuff. It's so difficult. Anyways, this is what it will look like when you press on the link and you log in with your Discord. This will just give you access to choose like your pronouns, just in case you... So we and I mostly use the right pronouns during chats. Just your age if you want to put. Obviously you don't need to put any of these if you don't want to, but I would say this one is the most important of all. This is where you choose which content you want to see. Remaining Wallflower is the content that I do here on YouTube, so like book stuff, movies, show stuff like that. And obviously the reading sprints that I do every week. Moonstar is the content that I do on Twitch. So if you're a fan of gaming content and stuff like that, I mostly play very chill games like Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, The Sims 4, Minecraft, stuff like that. If you want to see that content, then you can choose Moonstar as well. If you want to see both content, then you can just select both. And that will give you access to all of the other roles, all of the other channels that you chose. So that is how that works. I just thought I'd give a little tour, because I know that when I started using Discord, this stuff was very, very confusing to me. And then I had I was the president of University Society, and we had to make a Discord server for it. So I had to like get more into the Discord technicalities and try and figure out how it works and make everything look nice and neat. So yeah, it's not very straightforward for people who are not very into like in-depth into these things, or who simply just don't need to know these things. So I thought I'd give a little tour. I'm pretty new to Discord and I tend to be lost a lot. Okay, then it was a good idea that I did this. Good. I got all of those chats now. Yes, good. I'm happy I got a tour. I would have definitely been lost. Okay, good. Yeah. I feel you. If I hadn't done the University Society Discord server, I also wouldn't know these things. And then like I implemented those into my own Discord server, because I was like, this makes everything so neat. And I can have all of the people inside one server, instead of like having two separate servers, where if there's people who want to see both my content, then like you don't need to have two separate servers. Like I think it's just nicer to everything be in one, you know? Makes it a little neater, I think. All right. With that, I am about to end, but before I end, at the end of my streams, we watch a Drawfee animation. So Drawfee is an art channel here on YouTube, and they do my brain, I'm sorry. They do very funny art videos, and there's this human called Deep Blue Ink who does little animations of their funny moments. And they're very short, they're usually like 2 minutes, 3 minutes maximum. And we always watch one at the end of the stream, so we can all go on with the rest of our days with a smile on our face. And in my case, so I can go to bed with a smile on my face, because I'm going to bed after this. So that's what we're gonna watch. I definitely recommend, if you like it, then I think you're gonna like Drawfee. They're very, very cool, very nice, very, very cool humans. Do I have the channel here? Yes. So this is Drawfee. This is their channel. They're quite big, almost 2 million subscribers. So, and they do very cool stuff like, oh, this is the latest, like making art out of our worst spam emails. So it's just very funny videos, and they're very good artists. So if you also like art, then I highly recommend. It's very good for a good laugh. And this is the person who does the little animations. Let's see where we were. I think I need to click here. Yes, click here, and we were on Drawfee moments my doctor prescribed me. Okay. Cool. That sounds fun. I will also go to bed with a smile on my face. Oh, nice. I'm glad. Alright, let's go. Let me put subtitles just in case anyone needs them. Oh, stop. Okay, wait. I need to stop my Spotify real quick. Make sure this is a good volume and everyone can hear. Perfect. Let's go.
I feel like you all picked the ones that suited you.
Yeah. That's incredible.
Wow, that's
Drawfee scripted.
Drawfee scripted.
Not script bait.
Yeah, they're always doing some incredible stuff. Must be scripted.
Okay, Julia, if you give the mouse the napkin, then what does he want?
Healthcare.
And you know what? He should have it.
He deserves it.
Everyone should have it.
The mouse has so much medical debt.
And then just,
No,
Nathan.
that's not a real thing.
You ass. Get out of here.
This is just a funny moments compilation, it seems.
I love this encouragement coming from you, Karina. It's what I need.
Hell yes. Oh.
We're always talking about Deep Blue Ink.
Deep Blue Ink is great. It's criminal how few YouTube subs they have.
More subs for Deep Blue Ink.
I want everyone to sub to Deep Blue Ink.
This is my demand.
You heard it. Everyone sub to Deep Blue Ink.
Oh, heavens me. Oh, I'm so forgetful. I simply forgot I left my husband in the bread batter before I baked it. I must slice him out now.
Hurry up, dear.
Hurry up, dear.
I've got to make the gentleman's meeting.
I'm late for Gentlemen's Club. I can only use being trapped in a loaf of bread as an excuse so many times.
Just fully stuck.
Nice. Oh. Spoilers for next week. Alright. That's incredible. Always funny. Alright, let me pull up this. It's so random that it's funny. It is. Usually it's a little more put together. Because usually it's they animate little scenes from like a video, but this was a compilation from lots of random moments from random videos, and also it seemed like some of their streams as well. So it was a little more random, but funny. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for the new followers. I really appreciate you. I'm so grateful for you. And I will see you next week. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week, and please remember to rest during the weekend if you can, and remember to stay hydrated. It's a very warm summer, so remember to stay hydrated. All right, I'll see you everyone next week. Bye bye.